Welcome, everybody, to the best betting show ever. I'm Lawrence Presman. Thank you for being here. We're all about money, how to make you money. My clients yesterday went 3-0. That's how we make money. Art DeCesar joining us, Joe Ranieri. We got 3 NBA games, 2 NHL games, and a slate of 1 baseball game. A weird day today for baseball. Art, what happened to the scheduler?
Yeah, all the games are on in the morning. It's so odd. You got double headers
True
and everything.
getaway day. It's a true getaway day. Yep.
It's going to be one of these shows where it is baseball season. We don't even talk baseball. Yep. You can't. I mean, all these games are going on as we're recording.
Well, we got a lot to talk about, guys. We got to take apart all the NBA and NHL games. And as well, Art's got some periphery sports information for us. So stay with us. But what we're going to do first is find out how the books did. And we're cheering against them.
Yes.
Well, we did really well last night. So I guess boo to us, because everybody in the comments will say, I'm not going to have to stand in the welfare line. And I'm not going to have to after last night. We did a good job. So, yeah, it's just one of those things. We just keep grinding.
Was it, Art? I mean, obviously, you had a lot of favorites won, except for Houston. Obviously, that was an outright dog there. But we talked about Lakers being very public. The amount of money coming in on Detroit was over the top, laying the 10.5. I mean, that was, 9.5 when we did the show yesterday. I think it closed 10.5, once Franz was ruled out. And, of course, that went not well. And Toronto hung tough. And you talked about the total yesterday, too. So there were a lot of interesting results last night. Wins, but not covers, though, last night.
No, for sure. We had mentioned that Cavs, they over-adjusted that total from what we had seen in Game 4, and that thing flew over. So, I mean, it's just one of those things. Sometimes there's an outlier game in a 7-game series. Clearly, Game 4 seems to be that one. They opened the total 4 points, basically lower than what happened. I think before we went off air yesterday, Detroit was up to 10.
Yeah.
And like you said, it closed 10.5. So, Detroit was in one of those spots. We're always going to take Laker public money. We know that. It's one of those things that happens. So when you take some Laker public money, some good things can happen if they lose.
There we go. Art DeCesar giving us an update on how the books did. Art, sharp bets for today. Let's start with the NBA. We've got 3 games in play. What type of moves are happening?
Oh, wait, I just want to ask you, Art, did you have the Marlins beating the Dodgers 2 out of 3? Did you have that on the bingo? I'm going to assume that might have been a pretty good result for you guys yesterday as well. Just saying.
That's a good catch, Joe. I forgot about that. Anytime the Dodgers lose outright, it's always a good thing, especially a team like the Marlins. Listen, if the Dodgers are playing, a name brand team, They might get some money on the other side. They're playing the Yankees, the Giants, the Cubs, the Red Sox, those type of teams. Sure, you could see some 2-way action, but not when they're playing the mighty Marlins.
Wow.
So, yeah, obviously the Dodgers losing outright was good. Yep.
Crazy.
Okay, so let's get to the NBA card. Art, microphone is yours.
Yeah, we took a little bit of Nugget under money at 225.5. Nuggets went from 5.5 to 6 this morning. That was sharp money. We obviously, I don't want to say we're buried to the Celtics -6, but it is pretty much public money with the Celtics. We know that the Celtics and Nuggets are going to be very popular. That's probably going to be a popular 2-team money line parlay. We'll need either the Nuggets or the Celtics to lose outright to kind of really have a good NBA day.
And what about Knicks in Atlanta, Art? Are you getting? I know it was like 1.5 overnight, and then it looked like woke up this morning and the Knicks had gotten a little overnight love in that spot as well.
Yeah, absolutely. For us, we didn't really get hit one way or the other, whether it was public money or sharp money. We just kind of moved with the market on that game. And that actually game this morning was seeing pretty good 2-way action, to be honest with you. They're either going to lay the short number with the Knicks, or some people are going to take a shot with Atlanta on the money line. So out of the 3, you don't usually say this with a Knicks game because the Knicks usually see pretty good action. I would say that's the one game that's probably getting the third amount of handle out of the 3.
Art DeCesar joining us. What type of handle are you getting in the hockey games versus the NBA games tonight?
Well, the hockey, you got two really good games, obviously elimination games, a little bit of Duck money. Obviously, Ducks are at home. They're still trying to close out Edmonton, and obviously they're plus money at home. We took plus money at plus 116. We're now like plus 112 on that. So a little bit of move on the Ducks. Stars Wild have actually seen pretty good action. I mean, people are saying, oh, it feels like a short price with the Wild, so we'll lay it. But now you're going to give me some plus money with the Stars, so we'll take it. A lot of people thought that would be a 7-game series, 2 evenly matched teams. So that seemed pretty good two-way action.
Baseball, I know there's almost no games left to go, but anything? No.
Nothing. I mean, everything that happened, as we're taping, these games are going on. So it's kind of hard to give any of that information.
Let me ask you, Art, what do you see on, because this is, I think, the first time that we've had this season. You got 2 doubleheaders, 12:30 starts on games that got rained out yesterday. Do you see a lot of people go, I ain't betting the first one, but I'll bet the second one here? Do you see increased handle with those game 2s, depending on what happens in game 1?
Well, they always used to say it's hard to sweep the doubleheader, right? So a lot of people will look to see, okay, and they got 2 to play with today, right? So who's going to lose these first games? And then I'll go to the other side and take that team not to get swept because, like you said, it's always hard to sweep that doubleheader. So, yeah, you do see that.
Art, what other sports do you have to give for us? You got some golf or tennis? What's going on?
No. The biggest one.
I have, yes.
Derby.
I have some.
The Derby.
No. Derby's tomorrow. We're going to do Derby tomorrow. Listen to this, Prez. WNBA season wins.
Ooh.
I have 4 of them.
Wow, give it up. Let's go.
Yeah. All right. They took the Atlanta Dream over 28.5 wins. They took the Connecticut Sun over 11.5 wins. They took the Minnesota Lynx, who are dealing with Fisha Collier. She's one of the best players in the WNBA. She's dealing with an injury. So they took their season wins under 26.5. And I believe this is a new team because I'm not aware of this team, Joe. The Portland Fire. Under 11.5 wins. I believe that's an expansion team.
Can't believe they're expanding, but they're making so much money now, Art. I guess they can afford to bring in new teams. Did you Dallas with all the hype around? They got the UConn connection there now. They're dating, and did you get any? It looks like everyone's talking about Dallas. Expects them to be pretty good this year.
Yeah, no, anything we got season win total wasn't on Dallas. I think if they look to bet Dallas, maybe they'll look to bet them, take a shot with them maybe to win it all. Yeah. Something like that. Obviously, New York and Vegas are still at the top of the charts when it comes to that. I mean, Vegas, again, is like an overwhelming favorite. It's just one of those things with it.
Fading? Any fading of Indiana?
No, I mean, listen, Caitlin is still popular. She is popular as she was 2 or 3 years ago. Maybe not, but you always have your people who want to come in and have a ticket on Caitlin,
of course,
to either be the champion or maybe the MVP of the league or something of that nature.
Love it.
Okay, there we go. Art the Caesar's still under the one woman guy moniker.
Right.
Let's get to our parlay of the day. If you like this show, hit the like button, subscribe to our channel, and Art. Moving forward, we're going to repackage the parlay of the day slightly. We'll start on Monday. We'll talk about that. But long story short, let's get into it. Art, you go first.
Is that a long story?
I believe it's going to be no, that's a short story. I think, speaking of long, I think it's going to be a long series. I think we're going 7. Give me the Stars tonight. I think the Stars force a game 7.
Wow.
Wow, yeah. Well, I'll stay inside of that game and take the over in the Stars game.
Wow. Over. Wow. All right. Now you guys want to go near the fact that, I don't know, did Philadelphia figure something out here? No, they didn't. They're going to get blown out here tonight by Boston. Expecting Embiid to do what he did back-to-back games. No thanks. I believe he's 4, and after that win, Art, I think he's 4-16 now, I think, in the playoffs against the Celtics. So, yeah, no, I'll take the Celtics to stop playing with their food and get it done here tonight.
There we go. And that is your parlay of the day. We still got our predictive market segment and all of the rundowns coming your way. Art, anything to leave us with?
Tomorrow's going to be all the sports. Obviously, we'll have baseball back, and we'll do UFC and Kentucky Derby tomorrow as well.
Boom.
Brilliant. See you guys tomorrow. Art to Caesar, everyone.
Mm.
Joe, let's take care of some business, and then we'll get into the predictive markets and all of the rundowns.
All right.
Joe, I begged you guys to play my bets yesterday. I had 3, 1 baseball, 1 NHL, and I had a 5% NBA play. My 5% NBA play was on the over in the Toronto Raptors game. They scored 70 points in the first quarter. I went 3-0 for my clients. So, guys, the begging continues, man. I mean, the run that I am on now, Joe, I need a whole show just to get through my records here. I mean, it's absolutely unbelievable. I've had 2 losing days in the last 14, and one of the losing days was juice. So I've had 1 losing day in the last 14. I am on a 15-4 and 30-12 all sports run. I'm on a 10-1 and 26-6 all sports totals run. I'm on a 17-4 NHL run. I'm 12-4 in the playoffs in the NBA. I got another 5% today, guys. Listen, I understand. I had one yesterday. It is what it is. This is my 6th NBA 5% play of the entire season. So I believe I have a lot of credibility here. I'm not just pushing out plays. I've literally only had 5 5% NBA plays all year, and I have won all 5. So guys, please get my NBA play today. But more importantly, get that $199 package. You get all of my NBA and all of my NHL till the end of the playoffs for $199. What are you waiting for? I've had 1 losing NBA game day and 1 losing NHL day since the playoffs started. I mean, come on, man. Okay, Joe. Oh, by the way, I'm wearing a blazer.
I saw that. Very nice. You're looking sharp here. Yep, you're looking sharp.
It's for the women on the show.
Ah, there you go. All right. We'll have to check that out in the comments tomorrow then.
It's for them. Shout out, Kelly.
Love it. There you go. That's what we're talking about.
Okay.
Oh, I got a 5% too as well. So yes. Yeah, that's
and
over
you're
at
killing
WagerTalk.
it in those.
Yep. Yeah. No, it's again, we don't come too often. We're already 2-0 in the postseason this year with them, but 22-9 over the last 365 days. So when these come, it's just the numbers don't lie. So big opportunity, I think, here again tonight in one of these 3 games. So hop on board over at WagerTalk.com. I mean, heck, you got the Prez's deal on $199 is the way to go here, guys. There's no reason not to partner up with him the way he's been crushing it. And if you want a little extra love, go get the 5% play as well. And he's got one, I got one. Go make it one hell of a, profitable night tonight here.
Yeah, that is for sure. Joe Ranieri, let's get into some predictive markets.
Boom.
I got to be honest. I think I was wrong on Bitcoin yesterday, but I didn't look until much later on. I've just been very busy the last couple of days.
It actually, Prez, I know we were looking for it to go under yesterday, but I do think...
then it did go under.
It did go under, yes. Yeah,
okay.
We made a comeback this morning.
Under.
Yeah, we did make a comeback this morning, and it's at 76.2 right now.
Yeah.
But you were right. It was under yesterday by 5 o'clock.
Yeah, Joe, I think it's going to be exactly where it is now. So to me, it's 76.25 and above. Yes, at 48 cents. I think we're not going to see much movement for the next. And we are taping later today, guys. We normally tape the show at 11:30 a.m. Eastern. We are taping at 1 p.m. Eastern. I had some meetings this morning, which is why I'm wearing a blazer.
Nice.
And not a baseball cap. My hair has gel in it, Joe Ranieri.
You really got yourself all done up here. Little perfume, little nice, very good. Well done.
Okay, so we spoke about Montreal and Tampa Bay.
Yes.
And I've been giving these NHL rundowns. And I'm not. I would say they're mediocre, Joe.
Mhm.
My NHL rundowns have been mediocre during the playoffs. But talk about navigating through a mediocre down the board. My NHL playoffs for my clients are 9-3. 9-3. I'm on a 7-1 NHL run right now. So I'm seeing it really, really well. And now I'm looking at this Tampa Bay Montreal series, and I'm saying Montreal is going to win it. And that takes us back to the fact that I begged you guys to bet Montreal to win the series at plus 210 when it started. Now, yesterday, I did think Tampa Bay was going to win the game, and I was wrong. Good thing the only play I released to my clients was the over in the Vegas game.
Yep.
Looking at this, I think Montreal is the way to go, even at 69%. Montreal should have won game 5, and this series should have been over. Game 4, and the series should have been over. I think Montreal actually gets it done. Next game, I would not take Tampa Bay. Something is wrong in Tampa Bay, and obviously Victor Hedman not being around is a big deal, but something is clearly. I mean, this Tampa Bay team hasn't gotten out of the first round in years now, Joe.
It was such big favorites too for so much of the year, Prez.
Yeah.
And Vasilevsky just not, he doesn't give up that third goal. He just does not. Years past, that goal never happens.
And we spoke about that. It hasn't been the same Vasilevsky as it's been 3 years now of mediocre.
I agree. Yeah. And it's showing up in a big way here. That's for sure.
Yeah. And I would go with Montreal Canadiens here. I think they're going to get it done, and good for them too, dude. They're a fun team to watch. Really enjoyable hockey.
Yep. I would also. One other one here. The market is telling you that they don't really think this Houston run means a whole lot of anything here. They won again as outright dogs, taking it to a game 6 back in Houston. But I mean, at this price, 72 and 28. I mean, the market is telling you, all right, nice job, Houston, but LA is winning this series one way or the other. So that's a pretty interesting price for two teams who can't score 100 points.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know where to go here. This is a straight pass for me. I can see Houston winning in game 6, which would give us a buyback or a sell opportunity.
Yep.
I just don't think they're going to win the series. So, it's probably a stay away.
It's crazy. They were a 4.5 point dog last night, Houston. Now they're home, and tomorrow they're a 4.5 point favorite. That's a wild swing. Wild swing for home court. Wild.
Yeah.
Nope, not by. Well, I mean, listen, I think if Houston wins, I mean, as a 4.5 point favorite, Prez, then I think it's a good chance that 28% going to a game 7 back in LA. It would be the only way I'd look here. I wouldn't look at LA, but if you Houston.
You got a situation where Durant is now out. And
yes.
We've seen this kind of play out where the superstar, and like, he's obviously a superstar. He's not anymore, but you know what I'm saying. He's the leader of the team, and he was out, and you always see that bump.
Yep.
The players around him step up. Usually that bump can last 2 games. I think tomorrow might be the 3rd.
No, I don't think he played in any of these games, actually.
Okay, so they only won 2.
Yep.
So they've played 2 good games without him.
That's it.
I don't think they play a 3rd good game without him.
That's it. LA then. LA at plus, that's going to be a popular bet. Lakers.
That is a 4.5 out there, bro.
Wait until the money line money, because that's all. If you think the Lakers win it out, then I would just play the money line. Forget about laying 72 cents here. Yeah, it's over. Unless you think it's going to a game 7, but if that's the case, we all know game 7's good luck. Good luck with that.
Well, I'll tell you guys, I think both Cleveland and Houston are going to see some money.
Oh, yes.
So if you are going to bet either, I'd bet them now.
Yes.
Joe, let's keep the show moving. We got to get it up. We are running late. We've done some business. It's time for your NBA rundown.
All right, easy enough here, Prez. 3 games tonight. I think one of the interesting ones is going to be the late night game here with the Minnesota Timberwolves and the Denver Nuggets. So the big question is, does anybody trust the Timberwolves without their starting backcourt? It's a big ask, and let's face it, despite what some might have thought there in the last game, like they made some sort of big miraculous fourth quarter, they were blown out of that game from the start. The Nuggets really took it to them. So now, of course, they're back home. Do we trust Jaden McDaniels, Rudy Gobert? Do we trust Julius Randle to create enough? One of two things is going to happen. Either they've got to create enough defense to completely stifle the Joker and Murray, or somebody's got to play out of their mind offensively, because Mike Conley at 100 years old is not going to help you defensively, not going to help you much offensively, but that's what they're down to right now. That's what the injuries have done to Minnesota. So we have seen some under money hit the market from this morning. I happen to agree with it. I think Minnesota believes the only way they're going to have any shot here is they have got to sell out defensively. It's the only way that's going to keep them in this game. And if they do that, the offense is going to hurt, because there's no way Julius Randle is going to play offense and have a great offensive game and sell out defensively. So it's going to be one or the other. I think the market is telling you less points here tonight, slower tempo. I agree with it here. I think the under is the better way to look in that game for sure. And then, of course, the Celtics and Sixers, I already told you guys, great job by the Sixers not to get bounced, but I think it's pretty much over here. He was impressive in Game 5, but I don't think that continues. Not to mention he's only, 6 and 14, I think it is now, even with that win, Embiid against the Celtics. It never works out well there, Prez.
Joe, I'm going to combine a couple of comments from the mailbag section with my NHL rundown.
Go.
We got a gentleman up here. Firstly, anybody who takes time to compliment, good or bad, thank you. It means the world. We got a gentleman up here, Solidify, thank you, brother. 3 comments. It's not just that Prez's NHL picks are wrong, it's that they're so frustratingly wrong. And then he talks about how he has to call a spade a spade. Prez has been absolute ass in the NHL playoffs. I went 1-5 yesterday. So, Joe, it's so interesting, and another person said the same thing. Prez is NHL is absolutely garbage. So last year in the NHL playoffs, I was the number 1 most profitable handicapper. This year in the NHL playoffs, I am 9-3. I say it again. I've won 9. I've lost 3. I'm on a 7-1 and 17-4 NHL run. So to summarize, if my NHL is ass, it must be Sydney Sweeney style ass. It must be like, if you're a gay man, Brad Pitt type ass.
Ooh.
It must be, if you're into ass, a whole lot of ass. Because I don't know how I could do any better than this, Joe.
I agree.
23-7 NHL run. 10-1. 14-2 NHL totals run. And my NHL picks are ass. So what does this say to us, Joe? It shows everybody how hard betting is and how tough it is to find winning bets. I release one NHL play to my clients and I've won 7 of the last 8. When I try to make bets on every NHL game, like we did yesterday, I went 1-5. Do you know that the only one that won yesterday was the client play? The only play that matters. I was able to hand pick my one single winner for my paying clients yesterday. And the guys who take our free thoughts, are all mad at me.
Yeah.
With that said, I want to win those too, guys. Solidify. I want to win for you. But man, I find it hard enough to pick one game a day and win it, let alone to pick 5 or 6 and have a winning day. So with all that said, I like Dallas. I don't like Dallas. Art DeCesar likes Dallas. Yes. I like Minnesota. I like the over. I like Edmonton, and I like the over. I hope to go 4-0, but I only care about one of those plays.
There you go.
And you can get it for $15 over at WagerTalk. Joe, baseball rundown, all yours.
Well, there's only one game to really talk about here, Prez, and that's coming up tonight with Gaussman versus Ober of Minnesota. And listen, I think Prez, you watched Toronto do pretty well there the other night. Now they're on the road taking on just a terrible Minnesota team. I love the pitching matchup they have. I love Gaussman over Ober. Yep. It's a cheap enough price, although we've seen overnight money on Minnesota. I'm not buying it. I also think the under at 7.5 is probably a good look here with both of these teams. But I like Gaussman, lean that way. I'd even look in the first 5 there. And again, you got 2 doubleheaders that are going to play game 2s in the afternoon. Baltimore and Houston. McCullers has been a train wreck. Depending on the outcome here of game 1, which as of right now is scoreless through 4 innings with Bassett on the mound. What does that tell you? I would tend to think that, maybe runs are coming in that late afternoon game 2 there. I would look at the over, and a pretty good one with San Francisco and Philadelphia. It's 2-1 now as of filming here in the bottom of the 4th, but they do have also a game that's going to take place right after that. I would flip-flop this. I liked Cincinnati. This was the pitching matchup Philadelphia yesterday. It got rained out. Same, Sanchez versus Webb. Still like Philly in this one, and I like them even more in game 2, Prez.
Yeah, Joe, I really like the Toronto Blue Jays tonight, too, so I'm with you on that. And, one thing fascinating about the Blue Jays, because they're on a bit of a run now, I think, give or take 6 or 7. They've won 3 series in a row. I think they've won 4 of 6 or 5 of 6 or something like that. They're getting it done from their outside players. Vladdy is not on a tear.
Right.
Springer just came back yesterday. Addison Barger's still injured. They're getting their runs from the bottom of the order. I think the Jays are primed right now. And I think their top guys are going to break out. And I think Springer changes the complexion of the batting lineup top to bottom. So I like that call. Let's get to the mailbag section. And really, I just want to say one thing overall. So many of you guys wished my dad a happy birthday yesterday, as it was his 82nd. I read it to him. He was very appreciative, and so am I. So thank you, guys. I really feel like a family with all of you guys. Blocked, Ed, Colorado, Greg Spitton, George Wood. Lots of love, George. Truth with Tim, Logan, Bill Robinson, Roy. Ghost wins, puts his picks up every day. That man is trying his damnedest to be seen by head office. What else? Rob Paxson, lots of love, my friend. Air Duck, you got Anthony, Dan, Best and Barbells, Bill Sanderville. Solidify, all of you guys, man. It is so freaking appreciated when you guys make comments. You take the time out of your day to watch these shows. I feel like I know all of you guys, so it means the world. Thanks, guys. Really appreciate it. And I got to tell you, man, I'm so freaking happy that both Joe and I have been winning for all of you guys for the last little while. It makes everything that much better. Joe, take us home, bro.
Time to go, guys. A lot of games still to go. Big show tomorrow, though, as we get you ready for the Derby with Art, like he told you. And, of course, it's put up or shut up time, elimination time in round one in both sides. So we'll have more for you tomorrow, Prez, on another edition of the best betting show ever. Go get those 5% best bets here tonight, though. Do yourself that favor at least there, Prez.
Perfect. Thanks, guys.